welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to be getting ready together and we are going to be using a full face of high-end makeup. So let's see how much cha-ching can we get on this face. This is my second cup of coffee, guys. It is currently raining, so I think we're supposed to have storms like all day today. So if you hear the nice wonderful sound of rain in the background, I do have my window open. It's a little warm in here. I feel like the neighbors have their heat like up to 100, so that makes my apartment very hot when other people put their heat up. So at least I don't have to turn on my heat for a while. But yeah, I do have my window open. I do not have the heat on in my apartment, so it is super hot. So if you hear the rain a little bit louder than what you normally would, that is why. So I hope that doesn't bug you. Hopefully you find it a little bit more relaxing. So for primer, I am going to be using the Touch and Soul primer, and this is their No Problem primer. And as you can see, mine was laying on its side, so that's why my product looks like that. But I do like this primer. I'm just gonna get a little bit of this on my hand. I love this primer because it seriously like makes my skin feel so soft and just gives you that like that velvet feel to your face, as well as I feel like it does a good job at smoothing everything out. So I usually use a lot of drugstore makeup. Every once in a while I'll put in a few high-end products, but I never did a video just using full high-end makeup, so I thought it'd be fun to do so. This is not me in any type of way, shape, or form trying to rub like what I have in people's faces. I love drugstore makeup. Majority of my collection is drugstore makeup, but every once in a while I do like to splurge and get something a little bit more high-end, as well as I do get BoxyCharm, so I get a lot of high-end makeup in my BoxyCharm boxes as well. But yeah, don't feel like you need to spend your money on like high-end makeup to get a good look, because you really don't. So for my foundation, I am going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and this one is in the shade Warm Nude, and this is their medium to full coverage foundation. I freaking love this foundation, and I'm going to mix in a little bit of the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, and this one's in the shade Opal. Just to kind of, one, lighten it up a little bit, and two, just give me a little glow to the skin, you know? So I just use the back of my hand, and I'm just gonna probably do like 2 pumps, not even. And then I'm gonna take the Becca and kind of just put like a almost a full pump, but again, not really. And I'm just going to use my finger and just kind of mix that in there. And then I'm just going to put this all over my skin. Does anyone else like listening to the rain? I love it. I'm just going to use my $1 billion brow sponge and use it to blend in my makeup. I look a little bit darker on camera. In person though, I'm a little bit more pale. Like I feel like my down here is a little bit more of what my face looks like as well, so I don't know why my camera's picking me up a little bit more warm tone and tan than what I really am, because I'm not that tan. I feel like if I get a little bit closer, you can see a little bit more of my cool tone, skin tone. It's starting to become like winter. Well, it's still fall, but it's starting to get colder out, and so my skin is starting to feel a little bit more dry, just a little bit, not too much, not flaky yet or anything. So this is my trick. It's just to keep your skin looking as glowy as possible in the winter. That way you don't look super dry and cakey. And I look a little bit extra dewy due to the ring light, so in person I do not look like a greasy chicken. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Benefit Boing Cakeless Concealer, and this is what it looks like. I like how it looks like a little pencil, like isn't that cute? But this is the concealer that we're going to use. I really like the Dose of Color Meet Your Hue concealer, but that one's just a little bit too light. So I usually use, like I do have obviously different foundation shades, so I do use a little bit of a lighter foundation when I use that concealer, which I feel like my Too Faced Born This Way foundation is a little bit on the tanner side. So it's a little bit more of my summer shade, which is why I try to lighten it up a bit. I do like this concealer as well. It's a little bit lighter coverage, I feel, than the other concealer from Just the Colors. Kind of want to keep today's look simple. All I'm doing today is just going to the grocery store, so I do not need to be showing up in like full glam. So I'm trying to do soft glam today. We'll see where it goes. Let me know, guys, what do you think of my new setup, because I am kind of filming backwards. So usually I film with my ring light and camera here, and then you see like what's behind me. So this is my second video filming backwards, where you see like all my makeup and my vanity and everything behind me. So let me know if you like this setup better. So for powder, I am going to be using the Ciate London Everyday Vacay Coconut Powder. I freaking love this powder. If I would ever buy like another high-end powder, it would definitely be this one. Like, this powder just makes you look so airbrush and flawless. I love it for under eyes and all over the face. And it has that light coconut smell. It literally smells amazing, and the powder itself is so fine. So I'm just going to take my sponge and just make sure that I have I'm just gonna take a little bit of a fluffier brush, and I just kind of like stipple it in. There used to be moments where I really wouldn't set all like that. I would just kind of set my T-zone and just let everywhere else glow and do its thing when I wasn't really going anywhere, just to have that like fresh makeup glowy skin look. But I feel like now when you have a child and they're all over you, their makeup does not last long at all, and majority of it ends up on their clothes. So I feel like my headband is shedding a bit. So if you see little fuzzies like on my face, that's where it's coming from. So as you see, my face still has like a little bit of a glow. It is a little bit more matte now, but it still has a little bit of a glow shining through. So that's what I want. So we're gonna continue to finish off the face. So I'm gonna be using the bronzer from Tarte, and this is the Park Avenue Princess bronzer. Whoa. Pigmented. I went a little ham on the bronzer. Forgot how pigmented this one is. It's been a while since I used it. I did finish up another one that I had, and then I haven't used it in a while, so kind of forgot how pigmented this bronzer is. A little bit down the nose. Cool. Fake contouring here. And I'm just using whatever's left on the brush, that way nothing looks super harsh. And I'm just using a fluffier brush, and I'm just gonna kind of just go over that. Alright, so for blush, we are using another product from Ciate London, and this is the Marbled Light Blush in the shade Dusk. And this is what it looks like, and it is just so freaking pretty. I love this blush so much. It kind of reminds me of another high-end blush that I like, that it kind of reminds me of, is the Laura Geller blush, and this one is in the shade honestly, I don't even know. Baked Blush and Brighten. I don't know what the shade is actually, but this is what it looks like, and I freaking love this blush. you can't tell, but I used like the heck out of it. Like it was one of those like high rounded blushes, and this is another one where it was kind of like 3D-ish and it's getting pretty flat now. So I really love these blushes, especially for the winter, because it just gives you that like those berry cold cheeks, you know, from being out in the cold too long. And it also just kind of gives you like a really nice glow, but not like those blushes that like those shimmery blushes that are like blush toppers where it kind of just emphasizes your pores. These just kind of give you that inner healthy glow and just make you look glowy and not so cakey. I love it. Then for highlighter, we are using the Pretty Vulgar highlighter in the shade Sparkling Sass, and this is their Shimmering Swan collection, I believe. And this is what the shade looks like. It is just so pretty. So we're just gonna get even more glowy. Whatever's left on my brush, I'm just gonna hit the rest of my face. Perfect. Before I set my face, I'm just going to take a little bit more of that powder and kind of just going to clean up the side of my face a little bit. This isn't the best baking powder, but it will do the trick. To spray my face so I don't look super powdery and cakey, I'm using the Photo Finish setting spray from Smashbox. I'm not a fan of the sprayer. For eyebrows, I'm going to use the Hourglass Arch eyebrow pencil from Hourglass, and it is just a normal little tiny little pencil, and then it has a spoolie on the other end. And this one is in the shade Soft Brunette. And I'm not even gonna lie, guys, this one breaks a lot. I don't even have it up all the way. Like, I have it very little. I don't know if you guys can like see that, but I don't have it up all the way, and it literally just broke on me, so I had to wind it back up. So that's annoying. So honestly, guys, I feel like this pencil is not really worth it if you're just looking for that nice everyday pencil to use. If you're looking for a little tiny petite pencil to just draw in some maybe like fake hairs like towards the front or throughout the brow for like maybe like a very soft everyday brow, then this one could be, you know, a brow pencil for you. But if you're looking for a brow pencil to just quickly fill it in, or, you know, I feel like this is just not gonna do it. It's so tiny and little and fragile that it takes forever to fill in your whole brow with it. This is more like for just adding those little fake hairs, you know, and not really filling in your whole brow. Like, I feel like it just takes forever. So I mean, for the price, I don't really find it being worth it, but I'm sure there is some drugstore dupe out there for this if you're looking for a teeny tiny pencil. And if there isn't, someone needs to get on that. I'm pretty sure though the one from Elf is like just as little, you know, or thin, so I'm pretty sure that one would be just as good. Okay, so that's as good as we're going to get these brows. I'm using the eyebrow gel from Benefit, and just going to set them in place. So for eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette. This is her Peak eyeshadow palette. I don't know if I want to do shimmer today. I think I just want to do an all matte look, but I'm not really sure. So first I'm just going to go in with this shade. Actually, I'm going with the shade right here. I'm just gonna go all over the lid with the shade. And then I'm gonna go into the shade right here. And I'm just gonna use a fluffy brush for this. And we're gonna go right into the crease. And I know that this is a very simple look, but I just want to keep it simple today. I'm just going to put a little bit more of that matte shade, just kind of more in the beginning. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this brown shade right here, just go right under the eye. I do not plan on putting any lower eyeliner on, so we're just going to add some depth with some darker eyeshadow. And I did blend in some of that crease shade along with the brown, just to kind of not make it so harsh. So for eyeliner, I'm just going to use the Frank and Henry liquid eyeliner. I do like to shake it a bit. And I am just going to do a very close lash line with it. And just do a little flick up. So this little flick up ended up not being as cute as this one, but that's okay, we're just gonna leave it go. For mascara, I'm just gonna use the Huda Beauty Legit Lashes mascara. Out of all my high-end mascaras, this one is my favorite, and this is one that I see myself like repurchasing, but I do really like this mascara. Out of all my high-end mascaras, this one is definitely my go-to. So first, I'm just gonna go ahead and use the volume side, which kind of looks like this. You see the difference, guys? Like, even from far away, you can't see my lashes, and now you can. Crazy. So then you're supposed to go right in with the same, on the same side with the curl and length. And I feel like this just kind of finishes off the volume and adds a little bit more length to your lashes. See the difference? Like, isn't that crazy? Like, look at my lashes, guys. And then over here, it's like, where are they? And then you're like, oh, there they are. And you see that like lift. Alright, I'm gonna do the other eye and I'll be right back. Okay, so before I go in and do my lower lashes, I'm gonna let my top lashes dry. I don't want any smudging like on my upper lid while I'm like looking down to do my lower lashes, so I always let that dry for a bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my lips. So for liner, I'm using Ace Beauty, and this one is in the shade Be Peachy. Extra moisturized. And then for lip color, I'm just going to use Dose of Colors, and this was in the shade Knock on Wood. This is so a Sierra look. Like, did you guys expect anything different? And then we are going to do the lower lashes. And I'm just going to use the curl and length side. And you do have to be careful. I usually don't use this mascara on my lower lashes. I usually use a drugstore mascara with a teeny tiny wand to do my lower lashes. So this mascara can get your lower lashes super long, so just be careful because you might get a little smudging until it dries. All right, so I'm just gonna spray my face one more time with the Smashbox. And that is everything, guys. My hair is gonna take a while to dry because I just came out of the shower. So, but all I'm probably gonna do is just straighten it and let it breathe for once, because I've been having it up a lot and having hair gel and stuff in it. So today I think I'm just gonna let it air dry, let it breathe, maybe straighten it, and just kind of rock it out for a bit. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see my other future videos, please subscribe, as well as hit the little notification bell. That way you will be notified when I upload a future video. And don't forget to like and leave a comment down below. Until next time, bye guys.